Hi guys. So today I would like to share uh, a talk about how to communicate the message and the truth in a way that it's understood and heard. There are a few ways to communicate the same message, and even if it's the truth, and you say it in a certain way, the truth and message totally lost, or it deeply inspires the person, or the person is just bored. So, the first principle we have to keep in mind when we communicate any message and say the truth is ahimsa. It's first yama, the yogic principle in yoga philosophy, the principle of non harming, non violence, non hurting, non injury, non pushing, no pushing, right, Pestrova? I'm pushing you all the time to give me a kiss. So that's also a practice. Non pushing of any boundaries, subtle boundaries, boundaries of the ego, of the personality. So you respect the way the person is and you accept the person as the person is. You support, you see the goodness, and then out of there you communicate the message. First of all, the message needs to be from the deep understanding or the deep insight or realization or deep truth within your being. So it's not just blah 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 from the surface level, talking from the surface level, because that's gonna bore everyone. When the message is connected to the heart, you speak out of your heart, you express your true emotions and your true wisdom from the heart, wisdom of love. Come, baby, come, honey. Then it will have deep, inspiring effect. Come, baby, come on, jump, jump, sweetie. And if you speak just out of your intellect, then the message may hurt the person if it's not connected with the heart. So, first we keep in mind ahimsa, non-hurting, non-harming. That's number one principle. Yama, first yama is ahimsa. Second yama is satya, speaking the truth, truthfulness, living in truth. So satya is the second one. There is a reason for it, because the truth is not the truth if it hurts a person. You can be absolutely 100% right in your intellectual understanding, but come, sweetie, baby. If it's disconnected from the heart and it hurts a person, it's not the truth. So, ahimsa, non hurting, non pushing. Then, the message and the speech and the truth needs to be connected to the wisdom of the heart, to the pure love of the heart, sincerity and purity of the heart, and true pure emotion, understanding of others people's pain. Then message needs to come out of your expression center from the heart and be connected with the vision of a bigger picture, third eye center. Not only intellect, not only the power of intellect, but also the power of seeing the bigger picture, a sacred vision of the soul. Being aware of all that we are all on this journey together, helping each other to find the same thing, the source, the pure love. So, for example, I do a Vedic astrology reading to someone, and I see the moon is in Scorpio, right? Well, it's very easy to say to a person, well, your moon is in Scorpio, it means it's debilitated moon, so you're a depressed personality. Right? And what do you achieve with this message? So, like, you are like this, and you are bad, and you give a feeling like it's a bad that person is that way. So, first of all, that message would be just out of intellect just intellect without heart. And not only your message would be lost, but it can also create damage. If you say it from a deep understanding of the wisdom with your third eye center, you see beyond the mind, you see what it means actually, what you are saying. What you are seeing, what it means, you need to understand. Not only because you studied it in a book or in astrology course, but because you have the vision of the living forces of the planets and the science and how it works, deep understanding of love, that is very inspiring, right? The message can be very inspiring if you connect it to the inner sacred vision. For example, Scorpio is an eighth sign, and it's a sign that has qualities of the eighth house, right? So you can go very deep, and moon is the mind or consciousness, and it's a good potential to reach the depth of consciousness, right? You can go very, very deep when the moon is in Scorpio in the consciousness. So actually, the person could get enlightened with the moon in Scorpio. So how can you talk if you lack the vision of the truth? If you lack the purity to see the truth, because to see the truth you need to have purity. If you are not pure, the truth simply cannot enter your being, because there is no space for the truth. All those impurities and calculations and strategies, there is no sincerity, no purity in it. So only when you have pure heart can you see with your sacred vision. You see, it's all connected. Then, when you your intention is to help the person and help them find love, you will communicate from the heart, and you will give a person advice based on what can help them to see their own greatness, right? To see how great they are. Nature gave them these qualities, and nature has a divine plan for that. So even if it can be a negative side, any negative comes with the positive, and the positive is a great potential. So when you give an astrological reading, you need to make sure you focus on how the person can achieve the full potential and use all this potential for the highest purpose to have a fulfilled life. Not just blame the person like, oh, you have debilitated moon, you have that planet in that sign, you have debilitated Jupiter, so your values are not good, you have this and that, so Mars in Cancer, so also you're not taking any action and stuff. So that the person will only feel depressed and down, and they will not be able to love themselves after that reading. So the whole point is that you help people to find love for themselves, pure love, to see their true potential, to see how great they are, and how to empower people so they can live the truth.